In the last year, I have truly learned the power of mindset. It is everything and influences everything. The 3 mindsets that I'm going to talk about today are the reason why I can show up authentically here to share these videos with you. I firmly disagree with the fake it till you make it philosophy. Instead, I believe that nurturing healthy habits, beliefs, and mindset will get you where you want to go. In order to see success in all areas of your life, you need to develop mindsets that serve you and encourage you to succeed. Hi, I'm Tash, and this is The Loving Lifestyle, a channel dedicated to helping you live your best life. With that in mind, today I'm going to talk to you about 3 mindsets that have changed my life, and I believe they will change your life as well. Firstly, believe that you can. The concept of a growth versus a fixed mindset was developed by the psychologist Carol Dweck, and when I first discovered it, I had a major aha moment. If we have a fixed personality, we assume that our beliefs, intelligence, personality, strengths, weaknesses, ability, etc. can't change. We believe that we are born with them or develop them, and after that point, they will stay that way for life. We say things like, I'm not smart, I can't draw, I was raised that way. However, if we have a growth mindset, we see failures as a lesson for further improvement. And we believe in our ability to continually grow and learn and challenge ourselves. We say things like, how can I improve my grade? What will I learn from this experience? I can't do that yet. Why is a growth mindset so beneficial? Well, when you develop a growth mindset, you no longer feel the need to prove your strengths or hide your weaknesses, because you see your options to grow and learn as endless. Why conceal the things I don't know when I could overcome them and learn from them? When you have a growth mindset, you don't settle for comfortable relationships and friendships that satisfy your need for approval. You don't stay at jobs where you feel validated by your expertise in a particular field. Instead, you strive for friendships and relationships that challenge you and support your growth. You put yourself forward for promotions and jobs that will develop your skill set further. You look at every challenging season that the universe could throw at you as an opportunity to become a stronger person, and you embrace events that cause your path to change direction. When you have a growth mindset, the meaning of success changes from being smart to becoming smarter. I personally don't believe that we are always one or the other. I think that how we feel in certain seasons of our life can influence our mindset, and sometimes when we have a stream of setbacks, it begins to feel that we have reached our limits and that we can't improve or develop past that point. But the key is knowing what a fixed mindset looks or feels like, so that we can recognize when we are slipping back into that mindset and reactivate our growth mindset in order to work through our setbacks and grow from the experience. Even if you've been conditioned into a fixed mindset, I believe that you can still develop a growth mindset. I think that sometimes when people have a fixed mindset, they can't see beyond that mindset to believe in the existence of a growth mindset. But beliefs do change and develop over time, even if we don't really want them to or even realize it, because we are being influenced by external things all the time. If you are at a point in your life now where you can recognize that you have been living by a fixed mindset and you are beginning to realize how it's held you back from your true potential, then congratulations, you have the beginnings of a growth mindset. You can see the opportunities that will come from working through your failures, and you are ready to put in the effort and learn and improve. People with a fixed mindset have a very deterministic view of the world, whereas those with a growth mindset see exponential opportunity in the world. And don't you think that that's a beautiful thing? Before we go on to the second mindset, if you would like to know more about processing failure, then check out this video just up here. So secondly, realize your worth. Low self-esteem is alarmingly common. Most of us feel inadequate in some way, and even worse, society has learnt to label those with high self-esteem as narcissists. So we feel like we're better off being self-depreciating and average then we are being self-promoting and excelling at life. Now that is just crazy talk. You are the hero of your own story. Developing self-awareness and self-worth is an absolute must if you want to live your best life. Self-love is the new self-depreciation. How to realize your worth? Well, I plan on doing a whole video on that in the new year, but in the meantime, here are 2 ways to get started. Firstly, through acceptance. You don't have to ignore your flaws or pretend that you are perfect in order to develop your self-worth. It's about accepting who you are and opening yourself up to the opportunity for growth. Notice I said growth, not change. You don't need to change yourself. You are magical just the way you are. But personal growth is vital to living a fulfilled life and becoming the best version of yourself. You should also realize that not everything in life is supposed to be perfect. Yes, of course, it's true that what we see on social media is a highlight reel of someone's life and everybody has their own struggles. But what about realizing that that is the purpose of life? It isn't supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be special, unique, magical, a journey, healing, hurting, growing. If we were all to be perfect, our lives would be dull. Where's the adventure? When you're 80, you want to look back and think, man, I went through some stuff, but I pulled through and thrived. Rather than look back and think, meh, life was steady, some good times, nothing major. Secondly, silence your inner critic. Notice when you hear your inner critic, that voice that runs through your head telling you that you're not good enough. Drown it out with positive affirmations and nurture healthy beliefs about yourself and your ability. A general rule of thumb for noticing your inner critic is if it's saying something that you wouldn't say to a friend, then that is your inner critic talking, not your true self. Your inner critic is not who you are. Your true self is in there and it believes in you, but it's been suppressed by the critic and needs help breaking free. Help it out by learning about yourself. Ask yourself questions that you would ask if you were trying to get to know someone. Reflect on yourself regularly. Be your own cheerleader. Big yourself up. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself you're doing amazing. Tell yourself that you are capable. Tell that inner critic hater to F off. If you need a little more help silencing your inner critic, check out this video here on turning your negative self-talk into positive affirmations. And finally, the third mindset is to embrace uncertainty. There are 2 ways to do this. Firstly is to find freedom in the unknown. Opportunity lies in the unexpected. And that is one of the many beautiful things about being alive. We never know what's coming next, so our opportunities are endless. Tap into the curious child in you and treat life like the adventure games that you once enjoyed. Flow with the tide of life. You never know what amazing places it may take you. Or if you want to flip it on its head, the only guarantee in life is that it's unpredictable. You can be certain that change will happen. And by realizing that, you're actually taking back control. And you will get through anything that life throws at you. You are strong, you are capable, you are resilient. Adversity builds resilience. Resilience is key to success. So change is guaranteed growth. You are guaranteed to thrive when challenges are thrown your way. Greet them with relief, because you knew change was going to happen all along. Reflect on the greatest moments of your life so far. Can you think of an event that preceded those moments that came with uncertainty and fear? I bet you can. Now look at where you are now. Do you think that any of those great moments or where you stand now would exist if it wasn't for those diversions? Unless you plan on hiding under a rock, life is going to throw uncertainties at you. Every decision you make in life leads to uncertainties. If I take this job, will I be any good at it? If I begin this relationship, will I get hurt? If I move house, will I be able to pay it off? But we have to make these decisions in order to evolve. Every uncertainty contains an opportunity for greatness. If you feel uncertain, it means that you're moving forward, and that's a wonderful thing. If you are prone to panicking about the future or catastrophic thinking, check out this video up here that may help. If you want some more actionable advice on developing these mindsets, then check out these videos. Even with these mindsets, you're not going to feel unstoppable 24/7. There will be moments of feelings of inadequacy, self-depreciation, and fear that things are changing. That is totally normal. But by embracing these mindsets, you know that even when these negative feelings come up, you can overcome them. Like everything good in life, changing your mindset takes time and patience and persistence to correct years of conditioning and unhealthy beliefs. But if I could grow from a defeatist, self-conscious control freak to someone who embraces these mindsets and thrives because of them, then you absolutely can. Try to remember that success in whatever form has no ceiling, that when you treat yourself with respect, so will others, and that change is guaranteed growth. Lots of love to you all, and I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next week or over on my Instagram at the.lovinglifestyle. When people have a if you'd like to